This season for me, it's a new place, a new boat with new department heads.
Best thing to do is feed them alcohol.
I've never hit anything in my career, ever.
Bring me a naked man and bring him to me now.
Challenge accepted.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Married to Reality. It's the Below Deck Mediterranean edition.
Ooh.
I'm your co-host, John, here with my wife and co-captain. It's the one and only Teresa.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Whew. Full disclosure, folks, if you're sitting at home or driving in your car, full disclosure, if you haven't watched this episode yet, don't do it on an empty stomach. I advise you do not do it on an empty stomach. And maybe if you've watched the episode and you're still a little hungry, pause the podcast, have a little snack if you haven't eaten, and then resume.
Why? Just put it in your headphones and snack while listening.
Snack while listening. That's even better.
John just makes his life a little difficult once in a while.
Not everyone can multitask the way you can.
Oh, that's very true.
So, not everyone can clean this apartment and drink a bottle of wine at the same time the way you can.
True. That's my favorite Sunday activity.
It's a dance party.
It's a dance party, yeah.
It's a cleaning party. It's a dance party. But we are here for a yacht party.
Ooh.
Okay, we are here to talk about Below Deck Mediterranean. You noticed how I went full Mediterranean on the intro?
Yeah, I like to say Mediterranean.
Normally I just do Below Deck Med, and then I felt I was feeling a little fancy today, so I went full Mediterranean.
Yeah, because that's the proper name. It's like if people called... Oh, yeah. People call it USA the US, so you guys are lazy.
Tell us something we don't know.
You guys are lazy.
I wonder if they ever called it Club Mediterranean before.
Well, Club Med?
Yeah.
You mean like the resorts?
Yeah.
I don't think that's what it is.
Oh, of course it is. It started in the Mediterranean.
Really?
I
thought it was like Club Meditation.
Ooh. At first, for the longest time, I thought it was a medical place. And it's funny because you always tell us about your medical spas that you would go to and check when you would have your breathing issues or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. You'd go to these medical spas. And as a child, I'd hear about Club Med and I used to think, oh, it's probably for people with health issues and they go. But I'm pretty sure, let's just do a quick Goog because.
Quick Goog.
I'm shortening Google.
He cannot stop.
I'm shortening Google. I'm lengthening Mediterranean. Club Med, commonly known as Club Med, and previously known as Club Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Club Mediterranean.
What?
Interesting. Headquartered in Paris.
Oh.
Yeah, Club Mediterranean. Learn something new every day.
Interesting.
Anyways, we are not here to talk about our favorite all-inclusive. We're here to talk about a yacht. A charter like this would probably be our favorite all-inclusive.
Absolutely. Just watching it, it's my favorite all-inclusive.
This was a good one.
Yes.
We always talk about what would our favorite dinner theme be, what would our favorite activity be. This might be it.
Yes. Slide, a trampoline, and around the world dinner.
It's pretty good.
I was just trying to think of everything that happened.
Pretty good. Yeah. So we'll get into it. A little housekeeping before we do. Check us out on Instagram.
Yeah, guys. What are you waiting for?
Guys, I posted a meme the other day, and not to toot my own horn, but toot.
It's on fire.
It's on fire as far as our memes go. Back in the day, I think I've ranted and raved about this before. Something happened around election time where they did something.
Okay, Jonathan.
They did something to hashtags to sort of, they put like a governor on hashtags. You used to use a hashtag, it would get out to the world. Our memes would get thousands of likes. I'm not hyperbolizing. They would get thousands of likes. And then overnight around the election, it went down to a good meme would be like 100 likes.
Yeah.
This one's over, I think it's 250 or over.
Woo!
And it's being shared by multiple meme pages. Shout out to you guys.
John is very proud of
very
that.
proud. You know why I'm really proud of it? And not to out you as the social media president, but I came to Teresa with 2 memes. And I said, what do you think about this one? She said, pretty good. I said, what do you think about this one? She said, that's the one. And I said, I'm going to go with the other one. I trusted my gut. I went with my original, and Boom.
I'll tell you what.
Look at us
if you
now.
posted the one I
Viral.
said, it's probably gonna be like viral, thousands of likes on TV.
That's true. You'll never know.
Like the fat Jewish is gonna put into a shirt with that meme.
That's very true. This is more of a head cold, not full viral. This is the sniffles.
Yes.
But it's,
Let's all
makes-
be happy for John, guys,
Makes me
because
feel
he's
good.
very happy.
All right. Enough about that. That's on Instagram at Married to Reality Pod if you want to check it out. It's also on a handful of other meme pages. You'll probably come across it.
Oh my gosh, stop it.
Just kidding.
Stop
I'm
it.
just kidding. Also, guys,
This was flexing the segment, by the way.
best time to sign up for Patreon is tomorrow. The best time to sign up for Patreon is the first of the
Woohoo!
month. It is tomorrow. And not only is it the best time to sign up for Patreon because it's the first of the month, it's the best time to sign up for Patreon because our poll for what show we are replacing Seeking Sister Wife with, that poll's up right now on Patreon, patreon.com/married to reality. People are voting. People are fired up about what's going to come next. And I'm not going to tell you guys what's winning because I don't want to.
I was just going to ask if we're going to share.
I'm going to share the shows that are up there. And I don't want to share what's winning because anything can change.
Yes, but we'll share once the poll closes.
Of course.
We'll
And then-
post it on our IG in case you're curious.
Of course. But here's what's up there. And again, patreon.com/married to reality. There's a show that is going to replace Seeking Sister Wife, which is ending next week. And we're letting our patrons vote. Once we have a winner and we start covering it, it will be on Patreon. Audio only for the Cousins Club, audio and video for the Family Affair. Family Affair also gets some other perks. We're also going to be covering Love is Blind After the Altar on
Yes.
Patreon. So that's just coming at our Cousins Club and Family Affair for free. But the show is being voted on. Okay. It's been a while since we had a drum roll, Teresa.
Okay, well, let me try with one hand.
Okay. Now I remember why it's been a while since we've had a drum roll.
It takes a lot out of me because I'm holding my mic.
All right. The first show in the poll, HBO Max, House of Ho. Okay?
Okay.
Ho for show. I'm not talking about my wife, Teresa. I'm talking about this show on HBO.
It's because you are the biggest hoe.
Yeah. I
For
can't
show?
stop this rhyming. I can't stop this flow, you know? It follows a wealthy intergenerational Vietnamese family. It's set in Houston. People are talking about it. People are liking it. So it's on the poll. It is House of Ho on HBO Max.
Hold on. It's
Yes.
not about a bunch
Ho
of
on.
hoes.
No, I think, I don't know. I think Ho is a family name, maybe?
Oh, okay.
should've
That's
done
what
that
I
right.
literally just thought. Guys, I clearly know a lot about
I think
this.
it's like House of Gucci, House of Ho. I don't know. The next show, which is apropos. I cannot stop with this flow. I don't know. What is happening? It's apropos. It is sort of related to the show we're covering. We will eventually cover today, Below Deck. It is The Real Love Boat,
Woo!
which is a new show coming to CBS. I think it's singles on a cruise looking for love. I mean, whoo, talk about a good time if you're single. So that's on CBS. That's on the poll. The third show, Real Girlfriends in Paris. That's on Bravo. That's another new show. I think it's like Sex in the City in Paris. We're gonna see some girls hanging out in Paris. Could be fun. And last, certainly not least, Single Life Season 3. All right, Teresa knows what she's into. I'm into all these shows, to be honest. That's why they're on this list. But Single Life, of course, it's gonna be a wild season. I'm sure Natalie is back. Double D's Debbie is back. Veronica showing her face for the first time. Caesar showing his face for the first time. Tanya. So that Single Life Season 3 is on the poll. You guys should be on the poll. Get on that poll, vote. If you want to wait to see what gets chosen and then decide if you want to sign up for the Patreon, that's your choice.
Or sign up
choice.
tomorrow and vote because the voting's closing on Friday.
Thank you, Teresa. Thank you.
Just because I'm the social media president.
Yes, that's a great point. So the polling closes Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
We wanted to give people a day or two once they signed up the first of the month to be able to vote. Okay, it's a lot about Patreon. Let's move on. Let's make sure you're following the podcast wherever you're listening. No matter where you're listening right now, it's important that you follow the podcast. And it's so easy to do. All you have to do is look down, smash that follow button.
Guys, smash it like it's as hard as those delicious looking tacos. I was I mean, full disclosure, it's Tuesday today. We're recording on a Tuesday.
Yep.
It's Taco Tuesday. All I wanted to do was to eat those tacos because they looked so good.
Why aren't we doing Taco Tuesday? We just spent a half hour before we sat down to record trying to figure out dinner. Why aren't we doing Taco Tuesday?
Because I hate delivery tacos.
Yeah.
It's the worst because it falls apart. It's gross.
If it was earlier, we could have gone to our spot.
Yes, maybe we can still.
No,
I don't know what time they close.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But, all right. We've made plans already. We know what we're going to do. I'm sort of in the mood for it.
Okay.
Okay. So you're smashed like it's as hot as those tacos. One last thing. You guys know we love those reviews. If you haven't left a review, it would be amazing if you guys could do it. We love it so much, and it means the world when they come in. And so thank you if you have left a review, and thank you in advance if you could leave a review.
Absolutely.
All right. That is the housekeeping.
Are we ready for our favorite segment?
Cue the theme music, Teresa.
Both name the segment.
All right. Music to my ears. Boat name the segment it is. Every episode we watch and we say home. Oh, please. Oh, but Home Alone was a pretty good movie. Home Alone 2 was good. Home Alone 3 is a better movie than Home is a boat name. And Home Alone 3 was terrible.
Was it the one when he was like Richie Rich?
I don't even know if Kevin McAllister was in Home Alone 3.
No, it was. I think it's Richie Rich. When he's like the rich kid.
Okay.
And then his family is portrayed like that monument in South Dakota.
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you saying
Or
Home Alone?
North Dakota.
Are you saying Home Alone 3 was like that, or the movie
I think
Richie?
that's what at least in Czech, that's what we called Home Alone 3. But his name is not Kevin. His name is Richie. I think.
Yeah, no, Home Alone 3 isn't Kevin McAllister, but I don't think it's the Richie Rich kid. I don't know.
That's
maybe.
what we call it in Czech.
Oh, anyways,
You're welcome.
two different movies. Home is a terrible boat name. When Teresa and I put our heads together, we can come up with a better boat name. We do it every week, and it's a segment we call Boat Name the Segment. So let's do it.
I'm not even gonna ask you how many you have because I think we put up the standard as 3.
I have a lot.
Okay, 3. You're allowed 3.
Oh, yeah, I have a lot of boat names
Well,
this episode.
but you are
right.
allowed 3.
All right, I'm allowed 3.
All right.
Oh, boy. Okay, ladies first.
All right.
Ladies first.
Boat name number 1 is Slide Away.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Very nice.
You're
all right.
welcome.
All right. That's pretty good. I don't have to ask why. I understand it. Let me not use this as my first boat name. Let me just get this out of the way because it's similar. We all know the slide played a big part in this episode. We also know that Natasha's ex could not stop texting her. Mm-hmm. He was, and my first boat name, kind of. Slide into my DMs.
Ooh.
All right, all aboard. Slide into my DMs.
Oh, that's pretty good.
All right. You want me to give you another one though? Or should I finish? Should I finish with an extra? I think I have 4.
No. Okay.
All right. I don't want to waste slide into my DMs. You already had slide. I just figured I would do it.
Okay.
Let me start slow then, because sometimes
my slide one is better.
it is good. Because sometimes a crew member just nails it. Sometimes a crew member says something and it just names it so perfectly. We saw it before with Homeless Pirate. I think we'll see it again this episode with my first boat name. All aboard, Pancake Nipple Frank.
Okay.
You don't get the
No
reference?
idea what you just. No idea what you
When
just.
Kyle was meeting Frank, he was very aroused by his pancake nipples and named him Pancake Nipple Frank.
Oh, okay.
All right, I should have stuck with slide into my DMs.
For a minute, I think I missed that comment. So.
Yeah. All right. Teresa.
All right.
Number
Boat
2.
name number 2. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to stop yelling. Rainbow Paradise.
All right.
Because we have a lot of gay guys.
All right.
We love rainbows. This is their flag.
I am
It's
aware.
a rainbow paradise.
Teresa, I'm aware. And it is a paradise.
It's a rainbow paradise. Be more excited.
Is a rainbow paradise something else and you're using it for this, or you created
I
rainbow
created this.
Okay. All right, got
It's
it.
a paradise.
No, I got it. I love it.
Yeah.
Say no more, Teresa. I love it. All right.
Gee.
All right.
Okay.
Let me see.
Appreciate the creation over
I
here.
like Rainbow Paradise a lot. Here we go. My next boat name. My second boat name. It's a Small World. Teresa,
Nice.
do you get it?
Yes, I do get it.
I don't know if you fully get it.
Well,
I
because
sense
of
some
the
hesitation in your
because
voice.
of the around the world food.
Thank you. It's a boat ride at Disney World.
Oh, I didn't get that.
So it's a perfect name,
I've
actually.
never been to Disney World.
Yeah, it's a Small World is a boat ride where you take this little boat and there's children singing from different countries. It's,
Before you guys started messaging me that I should go, I have no desire of going to Disneyland. I do not like Disney. I think Winnie the Pooh is cool, but I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
At that.
Teresa, your next boat name, please.
All right. My final boat name this segment.
I have two more boat names.
No! You cannot. That's not fair. Next time I'm going to come up with 15. I'm going to name them all.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay.
My last boat name
Here we go.
for this segment, that's what I was going to say, is Temptation.
Oh.
That's a sexy boat name right here.
Very sexy.
Very sexy.
All right. I think I have two strong ones. I probably should have not said
The first one sucked. I'm so
probably should have
sorry.
not said Pancake Nipple Frank. Here we go. My third boat name, not my last. My third boat name.
This is your fourth boat name. You cannot do that.
We saw the buffet had to turn into a la carte, hence the boat name Buffale. Come on.
That is so bad.
That earns me another.
That is so bad.
That earns me another Buffale, Teresa. Because it was a buffet fail.
Oh, I thought it was like buffet and tail because there are dolphins around.
Buffale.
Oh.
All right, you not getting it earns me this last one. There's a fight between Jason and Storm about tying up.
You are ridiculous.
I can't stop about tying up the
knots?
slide. Yeah,
Knots?
this last boat name, guys. This is my last.
It
I
better
promise.
be good because
Not having it.
that's a good one.
All right.
Finally, guys. Finally, he had 59 boat names. One was good.
Teresa,
Good.
Storm was not having it.
I like it.
All right, thank
That's
you.
a good
Finally.
one. That's a good one.
Finally. Not everyone can come up with temptation.
That's a fucking great boat
Not
name.
everyone can just flip to a page in the dictionary and just
What
go,
are you talking about?
temptation.
It was based on observation.
Oh, now you can't stop rhyming.
And it's better than what was your like something with a fail and a tail?
Buffale?
Yeah.
Is probably the best boat name I've had.
That's the worst boat name that you had.
Let's talk about this episode,
All
please.
right.
Season
It's
7.
morning
episode
on yes. I just dived right in.
8. There you go.
But yeah, as John said, season 7, episode 8, right? It's the morning on Rainbow Paradise.
Yes. And Natasha's phone is still blowing up with I love yous.
She keeps texting her ex, and it keeps
No,
saying
I think her ex keeps texting her.
But why do we keep calling him her ex?
It seems like it's
Didn't they
progressed
kiss
from ex.
and make up?
Yeah, it seems pretty present right now. But he needs to pump the brakes.
Yeah. I
What-
mean, she's at work.
What's interesting to me is he is nonstop with the texting. And Dave was nonstop with the attention.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a type.
Oh, yeah.
They both are full court press, not letting her breathe. And maybe it says something about her too, not just her preferences, but that these guys know, oh, if I let her out of my sight, she's gonna something else, some other shiny object is gonna catch her eye. So I always gotta
interesting.
be top of mind.
I guess. But also, they have a house. They have a dog.
Right. They make each other laugh. They have
Apparently,
friends.
they party hard. So
Yeah. So speaking of couples, Natalia and Storm, they had that explosive night the night before. We saw it last episode. They're regrouping now, and they've sobered up, and everything seems to be in a better place.
yeah, all good. Natalia's basically just saying, yeah,
It's okay. It's okay,
me.
Teresa. Bravo didn't put an arrow with their name on it this episode, so it's all right if you messed it up.
But this is the thing. I they look very different. Like, yeah, they have dark hair, but you cannot say every girl with dark hair looks the same, right? It's the names. Natasha, Natalia, very, very similar.
Similar facial structure,
A little.
similar style. Like one's
A
not
little.
goth and one's not
But they cannot be because.
true. Well, I would say Reagan, not that she was goth, but she had a different vibe
Oh, that's true.
than Natalia.
All right, so Natalia basically said, well, that's me. Like, I just like to have fun and I don't want to talk about work. And Storm apologizes.
Yeah. I get nervous. You guys know I get nervous when there's these hots and these colds. When you're going from one extreme to another so easily. Because now they're all cuddly. Last night, she was running off to seclude herself in a room that she could lock the door behind so that he couldn't get in. Now they're all cuddly. It makes me so nervous to go from hot to cold like this.
Tequila is a biatch.
Dun.
But I think we saw the previews. This wasn't their first and last fight.
Yeah. All right.
So let's see how these lovebirds are gonna do. But they're good for this
For now.
episode. For
now, they're good.
Preference sheet meeting.
All right. So the primary is Adam Spinner.
Charter 4.
He is Charter 4. He is a tech exec from New York City. I looked him up. Got to look him up. He's the executive director of Magna 5, which is an IT and cybersecurity company.
I feel like I've heard of
Magna
them.
5. Yes.
But he's 30. Good for
He's
him.
30.
Oh, he's
He's
going to be 30.
It's 29. And he's bringing along his sister and I guess Jennifer and some of his best friends. And here's what they want. They want to play with all the water toys.
All of them. But most importantly, the slide.
A guy after Sandy's heart. He also wants a water obstacle course, which he says will make for some friendly competition.
Nice.
Sandy she's fired up.
She's loving it.
She's running in circles around this. She's fired up. This is her dream charter. And then on top of that, because you're thinking, so far, so good, this seems cool, I like it. They request dinner from around the world, different
Love
courses
it.
from different countries. This, Teresa, is the best idea, the best dinner theme we've seen
I love it.
on Below Deck.
I agree and I love it. I just did not love the countries that they've selected. I mean,
That's
some of
interesting.
them.
I wonder who
Some
selected.
some of them I
Let's
did,
not
but
offend
some
it.
of
Let's
them.
not like America. Let's not offend.
Well, I'm not offending, but
We
why
have
would you
listeners
do?
in all countries.
Why would you do an American food if you are from America?
Fair enough.
That's all.
I'll take a Kobe beef or a Wagyu beef burger, but I hear you.
I would like at least do Mexico. Do some. Well, he just did tacos.
But did they do, and that's further in my notes, so I'll have to look. Did they even do a local dish?
No.
That's your fail.
There's some Spanish dish, and he did some Asian. That was great.
He did
Fish and
Asian,
chips,
English.
But do Spain. They do. Oh, he did Italy.
Italy.
But America.
Yeah.
Why?
I wondered if they requested
Oh,
this.
maybe.
I don't know. But I love the idea. It's Disney's
I
Epcot.
love the idea.
It's Disney's Epcot. And yeah, so kudos to you, Adam, or whoever's idea this was, because chef's kiss. All right. Natasha, she's got to talk to Dave.
So they're
Yeah.
sitting in the galley and chatting, right? And Dave is like, last night, you could not even look at me. And Natasha was like, I wasn't ignoring you. It's just, I mean, this is kind of over.
Yeah.
And Dave
How
is
can I
like-
look at you and text my boyfriend 24/7?
And Dave just got like mad. He's like, you know what? You do your job, I do my job. And he said he's sick of pussyfooting. What is
Yeah,
it? What is
pussyfooting. It is
pussyfooting?
what it sounds like. Just tiptoeing around.
Okay, I've never heard of that, but he's sick of it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've been miserable and I deserve much better.
He's such a baby.
He is. Like, just be professional. Like, come on. This is not your first rodeo, I'm sure. I mean, this is not your first charter to translate.
Yeah, I
right?
get it. He's
Like, be professional. You've been in love before, I'm sure. Like, come on, like, move on. I know it's tough, but at the end of the day, you have to be professional.
Yeah. Yeah. He should put his job first, which I guess he's trying, or he's verbalizing that he's going to, but the actions speak louder than words. He says, oh, I do my job, you do yours. But come on. You can see it's affecting his performance, and he's got his head in the clouds because of this. Natasha is trying to be that professional, saying we got to work together. We got to make this happen. We're both professionals. Enter Sandy. She walks in just like, hey, and she can sense something is wrong. So she wanted, did I interrupt anything? And Natasha kind of throws Dave under the bus a little bit.
She's like, Dave is not talking to me.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure things out, but Dave, he doesn't want to talk. I kind of thought that's where her professionalism ended. I thought it was good that she was just like, we got to put an end to this. Now's not the time. We got charter coming up. We got jobs to do. Let's squash it. But then when she throws Dave under the bus, I thought, you lost a point or two with me there.
Yes, but Sandy just wants to make sure that they can be professional and work together. And she's asking Dave, like, if Natasha asks you a work question, are you going to respond? He's like, obviously.
Yeah.
So
she
we good.
respects Dave. Sandy thinks he's great at his job.
Yeah.
Food's beyond. Your service is impeccable. So she just wants everyone to get along. I think she's a really good leader. I think Sandy's a really good leader.
Yeah, we love Sandy.
Because she gives people who deserve chances. She doesn't deal with bullshit if you don't, like Reagan.
Yes.
And we'll see throughout this episode, she's also a teacher. So,
Yes.
and I think to be a good leader, you got to be a good teacher.
Absolutely.
And she is that tenfold, and we see it coming up with Storm. But I don't know that I love her more than Glenn. For some reason, Glenn the man has a soft spot in my heart. But Sandy's right up there.
I think Glenn was just funny.
He was
Like,
just
Glenn
so
was just
casual.
so cash, just eating his mats out. They were like destroying the boat every single time they went out.
Yeah.
Just partying hard, throwing up, peeing off of the boat, right?
He's watching nature docs.
Sandy has the respect.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, you cannot do that. No, you cannot do this. But she's also there to teach.
She
and
runs
a she
tighter
does it well.
ship.
I like it.
I like
her
love
style.
Sandy.
She's a good
Great.
leader. I mean, Glenn was too, but Glenn was more chilled because I think he's buddy with what was it?
Gary,
and it was more like laid back.
He's more
and-
hands off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then when there was a little moment with Courtney trying to dock the tender, it was a little touch and go for a
I
second.
think it was good.
It
She
looked
did
like
a good job.
It looked like us trying to get back to the docks on those stand-up paddleboards in the windstorm. It was kind of spinning all over the place, but she eventually nailed it. And Sandy saw this and is super happy. And that's another thing I like about Sandy is she's just so supportive and excited when her team does well.
Yes.
So then, speaking of team doing well, a little foreshadowing. When Kyle is going through the headshots or the preference sheets of the upcoming guests, and he's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna lose my job after this charter."
All these men.
yeah, and then he starts getting snippy with Natalia too.
Yes.
Which is-
I don't know. Well, I don't know if they were joking.
I thought they were at first, and I was waiting for them to break. I was
Yeah.
waiting for a smile or a laugh or a push. She's like, "Oh, you stop it." Didn't come, and I think there's tension building because we saw last week the same location, same bad time, same bad place. They were going head to head in the laundry room.
I think they're good. Like later on, Kyle's gonna have a problem with Natalia. Like I think when you work with someone this closely in such close space,
Yeah.
you're gonna have some issues. I think overall they're doing great.
No one has any issues, though. Well, I take that back. There's multiple issues. But those two don't have issues with anyone else besides each other.
No, but they're tiny, minor issues. Like you get annoyed with your coworkers over something silly.
Yeah.
And you don't even see them that often.
Yeah. Okay. So 30 minutes till guest arrival. And this was the slide that they were trying to,
Yes.
right?
500 pounds.
This is 500%.
Holy shit.
Only the best for Sandy.
What a slide.
What a slide. This slide is nothing but problems. It got stuck in customs. Now it's finally here. It's getting stuck on the dock. They can't get on the boat.
And you can tell that, okay, Jason is trying to speak his mind and say what he thinks they should do. And Storm just like straight up ignores Jason. And I think they have a problem way before that fuck off, not fight. Like I feel
You mean
Storm
the not having it?
not having
Teresa?
it.
Yeah.
I think Storm doesn't like Jason and he shows it.
But do you think he gave him a chance at first and Storm has just lost, or just Storm's lost respect for Jason over time, or just from day one you don't think they got along?
I think from day one they were fine when they were equal.
Okay.
But I think Jason was excited when Storm took over because he said, we need someone who can get the work done. We need a
True.
good bosun. And he said, I think Storm will be good. I think something happened, a little annoyances. And I also think that Jason likes to speak his mind. And when things are not being done or he's not being taken seriously, he gets pissed.
Yeah.
But Storm also ignores him. And you could see, like, Storm could have said, like, hey, Jason, like, that's a great idea, but let's think about it. Let's see if there is maybe a better way so everyone is good. Like, he should be including him, not just ignoring him and just kind of bypassing his idea.
I'm with you.
That's what a good leader would do. You'd be like, oh my gosh, like, great idea. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for thinking of that. But I don't think this gonna work. Let's see what can work and let's all do it together.
It's a really interesting dynamic on these ships because you have people coming from all these different backgrounds, all these different experiences, different titles where, oh, I was a captain on this boat, but now I'm just a deckhand, right? And so you have to be able to swallow your pride and just do the job at hand and go, okay, if Storm is my boss, I'm going to treat him like my boss, not, well, back home, I'm the boss. And so it's so different, I think, than a lot of other work environments where you're there for years and you see people rise and you have time to learn their growth and their management styles. And, oh, this is the boss and I'm a subordinate, right? Everything happens so quick here. You have to throw your experience out the window and just basically go with, all right, the paper says he's the boss. I got to treat him like the boss. And that seems to be really hard to do for a lot of these people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
so
Courtney,
I was just going to say they figured it out and they're going to put the big ass slide on the tender and Courtney is going to drive it, hook it on the crane and then yell out, girls power.
Yeah, who says women are bad drivers?
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah, so she nails it once again. Courtney to the rescue. She's killing it in that tender. All right, I think that's a good place to take a break.
All right.
Let's take a quick break because when we come back, the guests are going to arrive.
Woohoo.
The party is going to start.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll be back in a second. And we're back.
Ahoy, Jonathan.
Ahoy, Teresa.
All right. The guests are arriving.
It is party time. The guests are arriving. I'm excited, but there's someone who's more excited.
It's Kyle who sees some candy.
His hands are sweaty. He's freaking out. He's already spotted his target in that deep blue shirt. And yes, he's excited. He's sweaty. He's not the only one who's sweating, though, because Storm is getting nervous about having to depart port since last time he hit those dolphins.
Yes. So everyone boarded, everyone on board. Did Natasha make these boozy smoothies? I think that's what it was.
I wouldn't put it past her.
Looked great.
But she's done with the shots. That was her thing. That was her theme. There was always a shot when you would get on the boat.
Now there is a drink. I think it's better when you walk around. She's showing you the boat. You're sipping on a cocktail.
Oh, I've been anti-shot since day one. But if you're going to have a thing, have a thing. Don't be like, I like making shots.
You don't know. She likes making cocktails. That's what she says.
Oh, I
she
thought
likes
she said
making mixed drinks.
All right. Well, yes, some fancy mixed drink were in their hands, getting the tour. Everyone else gets into position to depart. Storm's calling the distances. 3 meters, 2 meters, 1 meter.
1 meter.
It looked about half a meter. It got very close.
You don't know meters.
Are you going to have to?
How tall am I?
3.5 meters. No, I'm just kidding. I was thinking meters were, no, I'm just kidding. Ask me again.
How tall am I?
Just under 2 meters.
No, that's you. I'm
over 2 meters.
No, you're not.
I'm over 6 feet.
No, you're not over 2 meters. I'm a little over 1.5 meters.
Oh boy, let's do it. Let's do
So
it.
that's why you would crash the boat.
If it was half a meter? Oh, no. Or because I couldn't call distances.
It was
Got it.
more than half a meter.
2 meters. Oh, yeah. I'm not 2 meters. That's
Yes.
6'5". All right. Who am I? Who am I?
Trust the
Who
European,
am I
okay?
questioning you?
Trust
Well,
the
last
European.
time we did this and you crawled on the floor, I was right.
No, you weren't. I was within
Oh.
the window of right. You
Within-
guessed.
You were. Yeah, of course I guessed.
You don't know anything.
And then when we were
about
in the other room doing Seeking Sister Wife, talking about how big that bed was, I was right again.
No, I wasn't guessing. I just didn't know.
That was feet. That was feet
you
on
were
it.
showing me how tall that is.
Yeah, that bed would actually be 8 feet.
What do you mean?
Get it? Because there's 4 people in the bed.
Stop it.
All right. They make it through. They don't hit the Dolphins this time. But I have an idea
What?
how to solve this problem.
Tell me.
Autopilot or like self-driving Teslas, right? Teslas have sensors in them. So if it's on autopilot, you don't hit the car in front of you. There's lane awareness. It keeps you straight. Why doesn't this $100 million boat have a self-driving feature that can sense the dolphins and correct on a dime so that it doesn't hit
Or just put those little floaties next to it.
the bumpers?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the boat gets that much bigger, you're definitely going to hit it. I don't know that there's room
Yeah.
for those. But just have something that's going to just pivot you slightly. if
Or
it
you
sees it
have
coming.
one tender. Pull one of the dolphin apart. You don't have to pull
Right.
both of them
That's-
apart.
that's true.
Move one of them.
I like my idea is a little more advanced, so I kind of
Well,
yours
it
is
is
old school.
It is.
But either or, you don't have to make poor Storm stress out now every time you leave or enter port. Give the
True.
guy a break.
Well, I mean, it's part of his job, so he better know what to do. But
Okay.
back on deck, Frank is the hottie that Kyle likes, is flirting with Kyle big time.
Pancake Frank.
Yes. And Kyle is like running downstairs telling the girls like, oh my God, I have to tell you everything. Right?
Gossip time.
And Natasha's like, you know what? Like, I'll let him flirt. That's fine. But he cannot do anything with Frank.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he could lose his job.
If
Like,
Sandy found out.
we could flirt. We can be flirty. That's fine. And be friendly.
It's a little bit of the job, some would say.
Yeah. But you cannot cross this line.
Cannot cross the line.
It's going to be tough for Kyle.
Yeah, because Frank is on Kyle. Frank,
Oh my gosh.
Frank tracks him down. Kyle is making drinks, corners him. They start complimenting each
Oh
other
my
about
gosh.
their teeth. If only Frank knew about Kyle's teeth last episode.
Oh, that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, that would have probably put him out of his pain.
Well, they docked, and Frank.
They didn't dock. They didn't dock.
They did.
They dropped an anchor, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's docking.
No, you need a dock to dock.
You cannot just dock in the middle of the ocean.
What's up, Doc? No, you need a dock. I don't think you dock. I think
You anchor.
Yeah, you anchor.
Okay, so they anchored,
I think so.
and Kyle is like mixing drinks on the deck. Just keeps flirting with Frank. It's out of control.
Yeah.
Out of control.
He finds out his age. 37.
What?
And
He looks fabulous.
shout out to Ordinary Face Cream. A little free plug right there from Frank. Because, yeah, they all look like they're 20. But
They all look very young. You're right.
They look very young. But
I want to know their skin routine. Maybe I can add something to mine.
he said The Ordinary. That's a
Really?
brand. That's a face cream brand. I looked it up. It's not that expensive. It's
I know the brand.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. It's not expensive.
It's like
I
20 bucks.
have a product from them.
yeah.
It's not that good, but
Well,
sure.
start using it. You'd look 21.
Yeah, I just told John I want to like lift my lips so I have a permanent
I
smile.
said we need to stop watching Yara.
And John is like, "Are you crazy? You're gonna look ridiculous." I mean, who knows?
Who knows? Anyways, so Frank and Kyle, they're doing their thing. Dave is busy in the galley making his tasty tacos, but he's still stressing over Natasha.
Yes, he says this is the hardest charter he's ever been on because of the situation, and he said it feels like a breakup, even though it wasn't.
It kind of was.
If you're not in a relationship, you just stop talking. It's not a breakup.
It's not a breakup, but there's still loss. He still feels a sense of loss. He lost
True, but
his sexual partner. He lost a friend.
find a new sexual partner.
Well, it's a small boat.
Well, they can be friends. It's just Dave is too much
Yeah.
of a baby.
That's true. Yeah. So the food comes out. Guests are very impressed.
They're loving it. And Sister Jennifer is like joking. It's like, I'll marry Frank and Kyle because Frank needs a boyfriend. I think Kyle would say, I do.
I think Kyle would say I do. I don't think Jennifer can officiate that wedding, but I bet Sandy could, right? Captain of the sea.
I mean, who knows what Jennifer does for a living? She
Sure.
could be a priest.
But don't you still need to be certified in that locale?
It could be a spiritual wedding. I don't
All
know.
right, let's make it spiritual. So then we see the Deckies trying to figure out this slide. This slide is just a nuisance. And Z had to deal with the slide last season, and he remembers how much of a pain it was. And now there's all new deckhands, so it's even more challenging. Here's my thing. Storm takes the lead with the slide as bosun, right? He's like, I'm the bosun, let me do it. I think he should have delegated and had Z take the lead because Z's the only one who has experience with the slide.
But Z was helping. I think it was good. It wasn't that painful. They inflated it. They dropped it into the water. What was painful was that whole nodding. Because Jason, why are you laughing? Nodding?
Yeah.
Is that a word? The whole nodding situation?
Sure.
Because apparently...
That's what Danielle on Seeking Sister Wife does. When anyone's talking to her, she just sits there and nods.
I'm saying
Not of Garrick, of Nick Davis.
No, yes, nodding.
Yes.
So they decided on a nod they'll use. And Jason was like, I used a nod. And apparently not.
Nod.
And I think that Storm asked him to re-nod it.
Uh-huh.
And so Jason's mad, re-nodding. And this is the whole thing with the nod.
Yeah, not having it.
Not having it. And it ends up with Jason saying, fuck off.
Not good.
Yes. And then like, Sandy steps in and Jason makes a comment what they should do. And Sandy's like, yeah, that makes sense. So it's almost like Jason feels good about himself.
A little vindicated.
Yeah. But Sandy did not hear the fuck off.
Yeah, he already messed up big time. You don't
Yes.
tell your boss to fuck off.
No.
Don't tell any of your coworkers to fuck off.
What's her name? Reagan.
Reagan.
He told Reagan to fuck
You
off.
can tell Reagan to fuck
Yeah,
off.
that's true, 'cause she did
I mean,
nothing.
Sandy told her to fuck off.
Yes.
But yeah, that's not how you treat your boss.
No, that's not how you treat your coworkers.
Yeah, it's not how you treat anyone.
Yes, but so Storm is pissed that he
Rightfully
swore
so.
at him. He goes, he told Z. Z told Courtney. Then he goes and he tells Natalia.
Game
so
of telephone.
everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Storm says one more time, he's gone. Mm-hmm. He's putting his foot down. Storm's no nonsense either.
But that's good. Like you should respect. You can love or hate your boss.
Yeah.
But you have to respect them.
Completely. And here's Jason's response to why he acted the way he did. He goes, I have a problem with authority if they're doing something wrong.
I mean, I do too. But
I do too. But there's a better way to point out the wrongdoing than to swear at your boss.
Yes.
He needs to take a deep breath and just be like, hey, maybe have we thought about doing it this way? Oh, this might be a better way to go about it. Not swear.
Yes.
So not good. Not good.
Not good.
Yeah, not good. Then in the kitchen, Natasha and Dave are back at it. This time they're talking about work, though. So I was somewhat optimistic about this conversation.
Well, wait for it because around the world dinner that Dave wants to do is street food, which I like. I like the idea.
Yeah, tapas, street food.
Natasha wants to do a wine pairing, which does not go with street food. Why don't you do alcohol pairing?
Not good. Yeah. So
But they would be all like
I have several thoughts. I don't know if we want to save it until dinner service or if you want to address it now. My big
Since your thoughts, share your thoughts.
My big concern now was Natasha was holding the pasta for Dave while he was cranking, and I really thought she was going to get a finger. They kept just focusing on the hand. And I was like, something's gonna. We've seen some injuries on below deck.
That's true.
We are no stranger to injury, and I really thought we were going to lose a finger, but we didn't.
We didn't.
It
wasn't a finger. It wasn't a finger food.
Yeah. So the only thing. Well, let's just cover a couple things, and then we'll get to dinner service.
Okay.
Kyle basically dipping his foot into naughty waters. when he goes to check on his guests.
Oh, he cannot stop. And it's like he's chatting with Frank and Liam, and they're all like having so much fun. And then Kyle is like, well, I'm on a break. And Liam is like, so sit down.
Have a drink.
And so he did.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I don't know the rules of the boat. Maybe it's okay to sit with the guests
I
and
think it
talk.
would be okay to sit, but not to drink.
You're still at work.
Yeah, you don't drink during your work day.
And then you're going to be drunk. It's not even like having a cigarette. You have a smoke break, whatever. It doesn't necessarily alter your state of mind. If you start having these cocktails, it's not a good look. But he does. Natalia spots it. Natalia sees him, and she's immediately like, all right, I'm not okay with this. Sandy, I think, was right above them.
Really? I thought Natalia was okay with that because she said, it's okay if you kiss as long as you don't go into the cabin. I mean, and they're like, Natalia, have you done that
What?
before? And
No,
she's
no, no.
like, yeah,
Oh,
I
but
kissed.
I thought-
She kissed a guest.
I thought that was at a later date. I thought she was not okay with him drinking on the job. I really thought she
Maybe
was like,
she mentioned drinking, but then she was okay with him too, flirting. And she's like, if they kiss, that's fine. So I missed the comment about the drinking, if that was a thing.
she didn't make a comment directly about the drinking, but after she saw that, she like walked away, and I thought she was like, this is not
I thought
okay.
she was fine with
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, I think that's going to be a little foreshadowing
Oh, yeah.
into what is to come. He's starting to break the rules, and I think he'll continue to break the rules.
Oh, we saw him in bed with all these guys in his pajamas, but still.
on scenes from the next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we see the Deckies. They got to bring the water toys up. They get the trampoline. They're pulling it up, but it's so windy that it's blowing all over the place. And so Storm is just like, Jason, how about you go secure a second line for me? Can you go grab a line? And Jason's just swimming around, ignoring him.
Well, he was swimming with the trampoline first,
Okay.
but then he let it be and started swimming back. And everyone's yelling at him, and he's just like, fuck off.
It's time for you to go, Jason, I think. If that was a intentional ignoring of your boss, I think your time has come to an end here. But fortunately for you, Storm is so level-headed. I think Storm is taking a page out of Sandy's book because his response to this is, all right, I need to figure Jason out. I got to find out his strengths. I got to be able to set him up for success. And he, as a leader, as a good leader, he's looking at himself going, how do I fix this situation? It's not let's just get rid of him and problem solved.
Yes.
It's we have him here. He's here for a reason. He must be good at something. Let's find that out and set him up for success.
That's good.
I was very impressed with Storm. I don't know that I would be able to do that. I would just be like, all right, pack your bags.
Yeah, I don't know. But Storm to the bridge.
Storm to the bridge.
And Sandy's just showing him about the anchor watch and basically is teaching him. That's what we talked about before. She wants him to succeed.
Where was this lesson last season? Because Tom could have used a quick class on anchor watch.
Maybe it was different on the smaller boat.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, just great leadership
Yeah.
all around. Setting someone up for success, giving them the tools that they need, letting them make a mistake as Storm did with the Dolphins and still be like, you know what? No, we're going to do it and we're going to do it right this next time. Just
Yes.
can't say enough good things about Sandy.
Sandy's great.
We like Sandy.
All right.
Here
Are
we
you
go.
ready for dinner?
My favorite part of this episode.
All right. So Dave is doing the street food. And I'm sure you took notes on what kind of food.
Let me call it out. And I hope you guys have had your snacks by this point because my mouth was watering. Here we go. It is a trip around the world brought to you by Chef Dave. Starting with France and smoked tuna tartare. Okay. Next, a trip to Italy for some lobster ravioli bisque. All right. On to China, where you will be enjoying mushroom glazed truffle bao buns. I hope you saved room because we're going to England next for some fish and chips.
Why would he?
Whoever booked these flights,
Not good.
not great. We
Not
got to get
great.
someone to reroute. Finally ending up in America for some Wagyu beef sliders.
Yeah, not that exciting.
I'll take a Wagyu beef slider over that mushroom.
The
truffle.
mushroom are
I'm not a
delicious.
mushroom. I'm not a mushroom man. But okay, and then they all had these mini flags on the table as a centerpiece, which I thought was a nice little touch. It was fun.
I thought it was fun. Well, so this is the issue. Dave planned this and told Natasha before that it's a street food that's going to be brought out at the same time.
Buffet style, he said. Multiple times buffet style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Natasha said...
Wait. Buffet style,
Sure.
Teresa.
Natasha said that she wants to do this wine pairing. Wine pairing with $10 bottles of wine. She's like, year of 2020, year of 2021.
Well, it's not about for me, it's not about the price. I do think this is a buffet. I think these are small plates. You don't need a different wine with each top. You don't need a new glass of wine for a single ravioli.
You also don't need a glass of wine with a freaking beef slider.
Correct. And so what happens is because they're doing a wine service, it slows it down. They have to do a la carte now, which means the food can't be served as quickly as it needs to be fresh. Mm-hmm. And it throws everything into disarray.
Dave is mad.
Dave's pissed, and I'm with him.
Yeah.
I'm with him because we saw that Wagyu beef slider.
Yeah, and it's like he has to reheat everything now.
So here's my solution. Because Dave wasn't a fan of this. He said from the minute Natasha brought it up, why are we doing wine? This is street food topic.
Yeah.
Grab a can of beer. Enjoy. And I go, I'm a problem solver. I say, Natasha, Dave to the bridge. And I say, here's how we do this. You got 6 dishes. How many dishes do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 dishes. Let's make it 6 dishes, I say. I say, Dave, go nuts. Have a 6th dish. Mm-hmm. I say, do something local, okay? For me. Do something local for me.
I can't believe he didn't do Spain. So.
Exactly. And so I go, you want to do a wine pairing? You want to do buffet style? Here's the solution.
I'm waiting.
You know I love a build-up already.
Come on. I'm
Okay.
like waiting here.
All right. I would say half of these dishes were appetizer. I would say a tuna tartare is an app.
I don't think none of these were an app.
I would say a tuna tartare is an app.
Honestly, tuna tartare should not be an app.
Yeah, well, the last restaurant we went to, we had tuna tartare as an app.
I know, but I'm saying it should not be an app because it's really good.
Well, okay. But it's an app. Lobster bisque, that's an app. That's a soup. It's a bisque. Right?
It was ravioli. But yeah.
But it's a bisque.
Bisque is
It's a bisque. And then fish and chips, sliders. That's more of a entree level. I would say let's separate the apps from the entrees. We'll send out 3 and 3 and send out wine flights. Okay, so you get a flight of 3 wines with these 3 apps, and then you get a flight of 3 wines with these 3 entrees.
Nice. But they're all the same size, so you cannot say these are apps and these are entrees.
I'm just saying, if we needed to group them, let's group them. You don't want a tartare with a bao bun. You want a tartare. You want the apps with the apps, the entrees with the entrees. Bada bing, bada boom. I solved your problem.
All right. I would still want the entrees to be bigger than the appetizers.
All
If
right,
everything's
okay.
the same size,
I can't argue there.
then I would be like, what is this?
You know what? The only thing that mattered, though?
What?
The guests were loving it.
Yes. I don't think they love the wine pairing. I don't think they did because you could see the faces every single time she introduced a new wine. They would be like, no, biatch, we want a cocktail.
They were enjoying themselves.
Yes.
Poor Kyle. I think Frank wanted to bang Dave after this dinner because he's like, this is so good. The chef is so good. But everyone had a nice time.
You know what? I love the name Frank.
Really?
It's such a cool name.
Frank or Franklin?
Frank.
Okay. All right.
Franklin is a turtle. You remember there was this kids show in Czech about Franklin the turtle. So when I hear Franklin,
Why would I know a kid's show in Czech?
I think it was American show. Franklin the turtle.
Is Franklin a Czech name?
No, but Franklin had a lot of friends,
Okay.
and I used to love it. I watched it on this.
Franklin the Turtle. It's a book series. Oh, look at how cute this guy is. I know
Show it
Frank. Yeah, I
to
know
me.
Frank. Oh, it's a Canadian children's.
Franklin the turtle.
Yeah. Interesting.
So
All right.
that's why when you say Franklin, I just pictured a turtle.
All right. Got it. All right. Is that the episode?
Yes, that's Franklin.
All right,
Love
that's-
talker.
All right,
Okay.
we've lost Teresa to Franklin. That's the episode. I thought it was a good episode.
It was a great episode.
I loved the food. I would love a trip around the world. And
Yeah.
this next episode looks, whoa.
You know, like trip around the world sounds like a drug I want to take.
A trip around the world, I bet you it is. But to me, it sounds like a cocktail. That would be, so there's a Long Island iced tea.
I don't
trip
think
around the-
anyone would want to drink trip around the world.
People drink Long Island iced teas.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
But a trip around the world, if this
What would
isn't
it be
a-
like a pina colada with
No,
slivovica
stop.
and
Yes.
ouzo and
Yes, exactly. It would be a splash of American whiskey. Okay, be American whiskey with splash of. It's probably going to be a Long Island iced tea because what's a Long Island tequila from Mexico?
rum.
Long Island iced tea.
It's
Sorry,
just
guys.
rum,
A
I
lot of-
think.
No.
It is.
No, Long
It
Island
is.
iced tea. No,
It's
no.
rum.
No, it's not.
It is. Look it up.
I'm looking it up, Teresa.
It's rum.
It's not.
So tell me what you're finding.
It's vodka, tequila, light
No.
rum, triple sec, gin, and a splash of. This is basically a trip around the world. Yeah.
That's what's in Long Island iced tea.
That's why everyone always gets it because it's like the best bang for your buck because it's so many different alcohols. You just get, wow.
I thought it's just rum, like different types of rum.
No. I mean, maybe there is a rum.
Because
Long
I feel like
Island
I've had one that was just rum.
Well, then you got ripped off. No, it's classically a bunch of. This is basically a trip around the world: vodka, Russia, tequila, Mexico,
Ew.
rum, Caribbean, and
That sounds horrible.
people love it. People love it. All right,
All right.
we've clearly reached the end. I'm gonna think about this cocktail because I like the idea.
Do it.
All right, could be the official drink of the Married to Reality podcast. Trip around
Yeah,
the
we can
world.
do some.
Because we're an international podcast. It just makes sense, Teresa.
Mm-hmm.
We could come up with our own.
Yeah, for sure. We can do some American whiskey,
Okay.
splash of French Prosecco, and then
We have to sample. We can't just. We got a taste test.
that's true.
I would do Bekarovka from Czech.
Yeah, Bekarovka is good,
Because yeah.
but it doesn't go with the whiskey. You would.
You could
probably
do a
puke.
beer. A beer is just an easy. Oh, I want to get a beer from France. I want
Yeah.
to get a beer from Italy. I want that's an easy way to get a different country.
Yeah.
All right, we've reached the end. We've said more than enough. A couple closing housekeeping items. Follow us on Instagram at Married to Reality. Like that meme if you haven't. Get on that Patreon. September 1st is the best time to get on. Patreon.com/Married to Reality. Vote on our next show, please. And thank you again for the reviews. You guys know we love reviews. So if you left one, thank you. If you're going to leave one, thank you in advance. And last but not least, follow the podcast. It's so easy to do. Here's how easy it is to do. You look down at your device, whatever device, wherever you're listening, and you smash that follow button.
Guys, smash it like it's as hard as the
Trip around the world
could have been.
Oh, all right. You heard it here. All right. That's it. I've definitely said it all. Have you said it all?
I've said it all.
That means we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.